Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're looking at some Cardano technical analysis here. We are waiting for bullish parameters of comfortable accumulation. It's always key to have a strategy, be prepared for any up or down trend. There's no sense speculating on up or down if you have, confirmations that you wait for. And so right now we are just awaiting bullish parameters to be met here to allow for comfortable accumulation. In today's video, we're also looking at an article regarding some bullish adoption going on for blockchain technology happening in China. So be sure to stick around until the end to find that. Let me know in the comment section a coin you'd like to see in the next video. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video or found any of this information useful. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. We try to keep these coming at you daily. But Cardano, in search of support. We've been under the influence of bearish Robo advisors really ever since the middle of September, ever since about $2.47. We did have interaction with bullish parameters met briefly throughout the middle of January here. However, we failed to find support above $1.31, and bearish parameters have returned here as we await for another chance to accumulate at support. And so sadly, the strongest area of support for Cardano and our target for any sort of continued downside, as long as these bearish parameters are in play, we do anticipate continued interaction toward the 34-cent level. Sadly, that is the strongest area of support for Cardano in any sort of continued downside here. However, in a more bullish sense, we are approaching this descending trend line, which we could interact with as support, allowing price action to rebound at potentially either of these horizontal levels along the way. 84 cents is going to be a potential area of support just down below. We could experience a bullish interaction with. In addition to 66 cents could give us support and save us here and allow the recovery to start and get us back into the $1 level there. However, the strongest area of support, as we mentioned, is going to be 34 cents, and that is where we anticipate continued interaction toward here until support has been solidified and two of our chosen three Robo advisors can become bullish again to allow for comfortable accumulation. Let me know down below your thoughts on Cardano, though. Swapping over to Cointelegraph here, we can see an article titled "China Pilots Nationwide Blockchain Development Over Real-World Use Cases." The Cyberspace Administration of China, CAC, announced the commencement of an in-house effort to expedite blockchain development and innovation across 15 zones and 164 entities. The initiative aims for the large-scale implementation of blockchain technology across businesses and government organizations in China. So this is what we've been mentioning here for the last several weeks. Very bullish, adoption for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology has been occurring with some very major entities in the traditional world of finance, including governing bodies, becoming more and more open to the potential future of finance here, cryptocurrency. The key areas of blockchain development include manufacturing, energy, government data sharing and services, law enforcement, taxation, criminal trials, inspection, copyright, civil affairs, human society, education, healthcare, trade finance, risk control management, equity market, and cross-border finance. These are all industries that blockchain technology could very much, perhaps disrupt, if you will. So this is going to take a while for blockchain technology to effectively replace major parts of all of these listed industries here. But we can definitely see there are spaces in the traditional world here for blockchain technology. Despite a strong stance against crypto adoption, the Chinese government continues to show interest in related ecosystems, including blockchain and non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. Most recently, the Blockchain-Based Service Network, or BSN, a government-backed blockchain project in China, was reportedly working on an infrastructure to support businesses and individuals in building NFT-focused platforms and apps. So, as we just read there, China has, not had a, rather nice stance on cryptocurrency and was hesitant to the technology. But here we see interest increasing and, these governments and these entities can no longer afford to ignore cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, as it is taking such a large stance and is becoming more and more increasingly adopted by the public, these governing bodies and lawmakers, and major entities in the traditional economy here will have to update, will have to go with the flow of the demand from the people here, and I don't believe they can be ignoring it much longer. And so here we have even governing bodies with a negative outlook on cryptocurrency still becoming more and more educated and showing more and more interest in the technology and adapting to the times here. So I find it very hard to be bearish on crypto at these levels, even though Bitcoin is experiencing 52% in downside from all-time highs. I believe this has been a very, very bullish time for longer term accumulation, and we have been noticing very strong institutional support coming from some major entities in the world here, including governing bodies, lawmakers and regulators, and multi-billion-dollar financial entities and corporations. So lots going on in the crypto space here. In my opinion, like I said, it's very hard to be bearish, but let me know down below your thoughts, though. Find this article in the description. Looking over at the crypto bubbles here, we can see some, red across the board. However, never fear, we were anticipating this pullback, this retracement, this, downside, further interactions toward this support that we have been bullishly bouncing from. I have been anticipating continued interaction toward the support line, so this pullback here is very much necessary and very healthy for the continued solidification of the potential bottom forming. A lot of these projects experiencing only between 5 to 12% in downside. So nothing to really consider for a crypto here. That is just some daily movements. Zooming out to the weekly bubbles here, we can see the bullish incentive is still very much in play. Plenty of projects are still up over the week. Some are still experiencing pullbacks. However, as we can see, capital flowing in and out of crypto projects does show the overall bullish incentive for the space in general and the technology at hand. And as I've kind of been mentioning, if there was a bearish incentive in play for crypto, I don't think anyone would be buying any of them. We can see while the price of Bitcoin may be diminishing in the short term with this interaction towards support, we can see capital flowing into other projects and still remaining in the crypto space here. So I still think there is a bullish incentive at this point in time, but we always go with the flow of the market. Looking at some of these projects that have done well here, let's look at Helium. We looked at Helium not too long ago here. Technically, we are interacting with resistance overhead, looking for support with daily candles opening and closing, wicks and bodies above key level $23.65. We can potentially consider this as support. We need further bullish interactions with it as we await the return of bullish Robo advisors here, so to allow for comfortable accumulation. But at the moment, we just need to solidify that $23.65 support line. Once support has been solidified and bullish Robo advisors return, we can begin accumulation at support with anticipation of my immediate short-term target here, significant resistance waiting for us at $44.79. We can look at Luna. Now, we actually covered this coin not too long ago as well. We were mentioning this break of this ascending uptrend line, and I was suggesting an interaction upward, looking like a breakout retest type interaction here, and a continuation downward toward the strongest area of support with those bearish Robo advisors in mind. We were anticipating continued interaction toward support here. We see this $50.54 level failing to provide a bounce here for us, and the strongest area of support we were looking out for here is still $39.26. That is where I anticipate a significant bounce to present itself. However, if resistance is discovered at that $39.26 level and we continue our way downward here, we will visualize some lower areas of support here for us once they are necessary. However, at the moment, we do have support down below waiting to give us some interactions here. We have been anticipating this downside ever since these bearish Robo advisors in place since the beginning of the month, and so price action has been interacting according to plan here. We are awaiting the return of bullish Robo advisors here, and we have to see just how we can hold that $39 level. Overall, a very bullish incentive is in play in my opinion, and I very much anticipate continued upside here for the crypto sphere in general. Blockchain technology is just far too in demand at the moment. Looking at Bitcoin, crypto, the currency currently looking to fall back toward the strongest area of horizontal support here and potential bottom for this pullback. We have $34,655 per Bitcoin, an area I anticipate continued support found, and I very much anticipate price action holding here. However, we always go with the flow of the market, so if 34,655 becomes resistance, we'll visualize some lower areas of support that we can anticipate continued interaction toward. My opinion, I find it very hard to be bearish on crypto at current levels. This is a very bullish time to be accumulating here, buying Bitcoin at a 50% sale from all-time highs with anticipation of new all-time highs. I very much anticipate a six-figure Bitcoin to present itself here this year, in my opinion, before any sort of significant fundamental downside is to be considered. I just find the demand for cryptocurrency to be higher than it ever really has been, and the amount of money in crypto right now is unlike any other time here, and I think there's too many things happening in the economy that are lining up far too perfectly for the maybe not seamless adoption of cryptocurrency, but I very much anticipate continued transition toward this technology for the traditional world of finance. I do believe crypto will soon become the traditional world of finance. We even have EngineeringRobo printing early birds here throughout these phases of sideways and continued drops and pullbacks. The bullish incentive for continued upside is very much trying to come out to play. We just need further confirmations here. Let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto at current levels. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe and tune in for the next one.